Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the True Price store in the heart of Amsterdam. This is the first episode of our Impact Professionals series. And today's episode will be about the bee as a banker. According to the National Bank of the Netherlands, natural capital accounts for 1/3 of all the financial wealth. That is more than 500 billion euros. Imagine what happens if we destroy nature in the pace that we're doing today. That would mean massive financial losses for all the pensions, for all the banks. So we have to do something. The bee alone accounts for more than 28 billion euros of financial value. 28 billion euros, that's a very successful banker. Therefore, we don't call it a honeybee, but a moneybee. Our head of research, Rainier, will tell you more about measuring the impact and dependency of natural capital. And our associate Floor will hold a quiz on the true price of an apple.
Natural capital is defined by the Natural Capital Coalition as a stock of renewable and non-renewable resources, such as plants, animals and air. They combine to yield a flow of benefits to people. And bees and pollination that we've heard of are examples of these resources. One of the key insights of the Natural Capital Protocol is that organizations are encouraged to think about natural capital in terms of dependencies and impacts. A dependency occurs when organizations directly use natural capital. And if natural capital declines, these organizations have a problem. Natural capital impact, on the other hand, is the effect of the activities of an organization on natural capital. An example is where they emit a chemical that kills bees, and it reduces the ability of the bees to pollinate. Actually, almost all forms of pollution are examples of negative impacts. Impacts that lead to a decrease of the quantity or quality of natural capital. Now, causing negative impacts has long been free for organizations. And we see that it's changing now. Emitting greenhouse gases, for example, is no longer free. In Europe, there's the European trading system. We trade emission rights. And in many other places, there's a direct carbon tax. Overall, we think this is a good development. We all benefit from natural capital, but that does not mean it's free.
A prime example of natural capital is this tasty apple. A really nice element to our daily diets, healthy as well, but there's much more to it than that, because behind this apple is a whole value chain. A value chain full of people being paid for the work that they do, picking them from the trees, for instance. The carbon that is sequestered by those trees, but also the fertilizers that are being used, which may eradicate pests, but also have negative effects on the bees. What we did is we looked at how much do those effects actually, how much should they be weighed into the price? So currently, when you buy a kilo of these guys at the supermarket, you would pay around €2.47 on average. How much should that actually be if you would take into account all of these negative effects on people and on the planet? We want you to tell us what you think is the answer to that question.
Thank you for watching our video. Subscribe to our channel, like our video and follow us on LinkedIn.
And don't forget to drop by the True Price store for a true priced cup of coffee.